This is TWiT.
So why do we all have all this dusty crap here?
Well, that's a really good question.
This is a mess. This place needs to be cleaned up.
You probably wonder why I have these Stridex pads as well. I'll get to all of that. As you know, we've been doing the TWiT digital cleanse. We're on week 8. We've gotten rid of our spam. We've gotten rid of our notifications. We've
cleaned up our
passwords. We've done so much. And now
let's do some actual cleaning.
Actual cleaning of our devices. So my keyboard, I realized, is pretty disgusting. I post, one way you can tell if there's really gross stuff is to use your iPhone camera, the 10x zoom, and take a really close-up
Really, it picks
picture.
up all the...
Yeah, all the goo.
Now, you have an older MacBook Pro.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I should warn people, if you have one of the new MacBook Pros or MacBooks with the new butterfly switches, this does not apply to you. You're screwed. Seriously, did you read that article in the...
Yeah, because there's not much travel in the keyboard. So this
and
is,
you can't just pry them off.
So, yeah.
So Apple has to, this writer for the outline got a piece of dust under his space bar. His space bar stopped working, brought it to the genius. He said, yeah, you're gonna have to buy a new $400 keyboard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. However, if you have an older Mac, this will work.
So mine's 2015. So this is Air Duster.
See, that's why I never bought you a new Mac.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to push some air into it. Is this what you do with the Air Duster? And then get that. So not with the, and then we can just get that goo out there. And this is physics. It's getting very cold.
This actually will work with the new butterfly keys, but there's so little travel. There's not much you can get in under.
Get on there, yeah. So
and
just
on these keyboards, you can pry them off.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that without first taking a picture, because you put the Q where the U is, and nothing's going to come out. Right.
So if you have a keyboard like this, like a detachable keyboard, we just suggest putting it in the dishwasher.
We do?
Yeah. You could just take the wires out, stick it in the dishwasher.
Okay, couple of tips. Don't put it in with the old spaghetti pots and dishes. Okay?
No, just by itself.
Nothing else in there. You don't use dishwashing soap.
No, you just stick it in there. Just hot water. It's all you need.
And dry it thoroughly before you try to use it. You don't. If there's any water left, you're in trouble. Also, should caution you about, I don't know, 30% of the time, this busts the keyboard.
Yeah, but keyboards, they're not that expensive,
cheap.
right?
So this is like a last resort. I wouldn't do this regularly, but if your keyboard's really disgusting, and that one is, I've done this many times, and it works fine.
I would also suggest, if you're going to go in the keyboard, use a toothpick. I have some green toothpicks over there on the ground. They just, you didn't see them because
I had to borrow them.
Yeah.
So I had some,
thank you.
I made beef jerky the other day, and really...
So you don't use metal. Don't use like a fork or anything.
Wood.
But yeah, you can just get in there. Don't use a vacuum cleaner either, because that creates static.
Oh yeah, in fact, in general, I know people do this. A vacuum cleaner in a PC tower case, that kind of thing, that can actually really fry your stuff.
Yeah, so don't do that. And don't use a brush. Brushes cause static as well. So don't
also, a
use that.
tip with the canned air,
Ooh,
like
look at
what?
that. That's
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's just dead skin.
Why does this remind me of dental work? I
don't know.
So the canned air, pulse it. Don't press it for a long time, because it will get very, very cold and condense moisture in there, and you don't. Well, no, you just don't want to get the moisture is your enemy.
The toothpick. I mean, I could spend all day with the toothpick. That is disgusting.
Okay, let's stop now. I'm getting nauseous.
You can also use. Do you suggest an alcohol? Some people are like, alcohol's not
What
that
I
great.
actually do use often is Clorox wipes, and I use this on my keyboard. You don't want anything so juicy that liquid's going to get in, but for one thing, bacteria is a real problem on these keyboards and the touchpads.
Yeah.
So I will,
those.
every month or two, you want to try it?
Yeah.
Every month or two, there's one. Whoa! There's Clorox everywhere, so don't do that. Okay, this one's maybe a little damp for your purposes. Why are we keeping one Clorox wipe in okay, there you go. That's so you don't want it too wet, but it's got to be a little bit moist, obviously.
And so don't use these on your screens or anything. That's too rough.
No, that will strip the screen.
But the keyboard is fine.
And I always feel like it's just a little. It cleans it very nicely. See how it gets all the schmutz off.
Yeah.
And more importantly, perhaps, it's getting rid of all the bacteria, the toxins.
Yeah, that's what we're cleansing. Doesn't that feel good?
You know what I do periodically is I'll just go through the house with a couple of Clorox wipes, do the phone, do your, anything that you touch a lot, keyboards and mice. If they're not super wet, they're just damp, it's going to still have the cleaning effect, but not hurt the keyboard. See how much nicer that looks now?
Yeah, it looks a lot.
Just don't look under the keys.
Yeah, don't look under the keys. All right, and the other thing that Patrick Delahanty recommended Stridex pads. And so I asked...
This is for acne.
Yeah, for acne, these Stridex pads. And I asked Colleen to get me some. She got me some with aloe.
Yes, because it's important to condition after you
I would say just the plain Stridex, not the aloe.
Yeah, you probably don't want anything left behind.
Yeah, so...
but that's the same idea. And alcohol is just as antibacterial as anything in those.
But this is alcohol-free so that it's less abrasive. That's, I think, why.
Well, you won't have any keyboard acne anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I might just use them on my face.
That's an interesting thought. If you've got teenagers and you got extra Stridex laying around, I'm not sure I'd run out and buy it. But
the Q-tip is really good. I mean, the toothpick is also good for the iPhone. Like you get, I don't get this because when you stick your phone in your pocket and you get stuff, look at all that schmutz.
That's why I buy a new phone every month. Because I really don't want that schmutz.
Do you want to pick that out with the...
Yeah. In fact, here's a little tip. We were having trouble with my daughter's iPhone. It wouldn't charge. Oh, I guess it was Henry's, actually. It wouldn't charge. So he brought it into the Genius. The Genius did this. Yeah, I think there's a little, and there was pocket lint. He scraped out the pocket lint.
Yeah.
And a wood toothpick is not going to do any harm to the contacts in there. You could use canned air on this if you were gentle.
A wood toothpick, yeah. If you use a Q-tip, that sheds, so don't use that because that'll get
no cotton. You don't want to get more lint. The idea is to get the lint out. Yeah. And that actually is if you have trouble with charging, sometimes that lint is just blocking the connectors there. Yeah.
And so go ahead and take the case off. This is Jerry's old phone, and he wanted me to make sure that everyone knew to take the case off every once in a while. And the schmutz off there.
And where am I going to toothpick here?
No, you're just going to, then you need your microfiber cloth.
Microfiber cloth.
Yeah.
And this is one with a glass screen where I wouldn't, I've used the Clorox wipes on it. It's not like a screen on your laptop. It's not coated.
Oh.
But yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah. And you know what? Here, let me just show you a little something.
Okay.
Because I have in my pocket, I carry this around at all times.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. No, it's not for that. Don't do that. It's a little eyeglass cleaner.
Oh, smart.
Okay, lens cleaner, and you just go. Whoa! It also makes an excellent perfume. You don't want to get it really wet, but that makes a big difference. And again, this is a eyeglass cleaning cloth, which is like the microfiber cloth. Look how much nicer that looks. That is like it just came from the factory.
That's nice.
And in fact, don't forget to clean the camera lens because that gets all sorts of schmutz on it. And then throw this away. No, you could run this through the dishwasher. That is disgusting, Jerry. I don't think this is going to help.
You should be careful what you say because we have not looked at your AirPods yet. So before you start judging,
good point.
Okay, before we
Jerry,
get to
I think
AirPods,
it's time for a new case. This one's pretty battered.
I got a new phone.
He has a totally new phone. That's his, one with the headphone jack.
Phone. Oh,
that old-fashioned phone with the headphone jack.
What is that for?
All right, so now we have Colleen's Xbox 360 that needs a little bit of love.
Okay, do not put liquid anywhere near this thing, but look how dusty that is. So that's an easy one, right? Just a little lemon pledge.
No, well, lemon pledge, no aerosols either. You can't really see. Just a cloth.
Yeah, because it'll get in the vents.
Just a cloth was all you needed there. But yeah, you want it to work on the vents too.
But you know what? If you look at these vents, they've been sucking dusty air in to the inside of that. You can even see if you look through it. So at some point, it might be a good idea to take the lid off and very carefully.
Yeah, you can get inside there.
That's like any PC, right?
Right. And Brian Burnett did a whole know-how about this. He took apart his.
Yeah. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, you just
Especially if you have one of those great iFixit
tools.
Tools,
iFixit is
the screws are weird and all of that stuff.
So do you think I'm going to harm it by putting the compressed air into this?
I have mixed feelings about compressed air. Just pulse. Not long. No, not too long. Just pulse. Oh, man.
You can't really see.
Colleen has some dogs, as we well know.
Yeah.
And, my first book with Gina Smith was going to be called How Do I Get the Dog Hair Out of the Disk Drive? Yeah, short pulses. Pulse.
Oh, there. Did you see that?
Was it Dust Bunny?
Yeah. You can also put stuff, spray stuff, this stuff on there, the foam cleansing.
That's going to be external only, though.
But yeah,
right.
spray it on here, never on directly onto.
This stuff, somebody dropped off 2 cases of this stuff. At the cottage. At the cottage. So that was 7 years ago. And we've never been able to get any more. And is this the last bottle? Is this the last bottle of this? I think it is. No, we're down. 3 or 4. There's 3 or 4 left. So whoever you are, if you could bring us some more, that would be great.
I think I said that iFixit was one of our sponsors. Didn't I say that already? They are.
You tried to.
I tried to.
Tried to, but Leo shut you up.
Wait, do you want to do your Xbox controller? Because that
see,
is where you're putting
anything
your
the human hand touches, that's really going to be grody. And again, this one I would use Clorox wipes.
Yeah, the wipe.
And not too wet, but that makes a huge difference, especially on the buttons and the things that you touch a lot. You really do want to clear those up. And what's nice is there's a visible improvement.
You really feel like you've cleansed.
Yeah, I do. I have to say, I'm not a germaphobe. In fact, in some respects, I think germs are good for you. But it's just, when you start seeing the palm film on there, that's when you really want to kind of clean it up.
PC Guy 8088 also points out, also clean the human hands. Yes.
Regularly. And by the way, no, not Purell, wash them.
Okay, now
Then you can Purell if you want.
let's get to
You're clean too.
the
now.
AirPods.
This one is, I don't know what to do. These have never been cleaned and I just don't know what to do.
I had to clean mine because they stopped working. Like there was so much earwax in there that
Now they have a little screen, so the problem is this is the part you put in the ear, and you see there's a little screen there, so you don't want to go past that screen.
Yours is not that bad.
No, these are brand new. That's why.
Okay.
You should have seen my old ones.
Oh, you already got new ones? That they haven't even been
I've
out
already
of here.
lost a pair.
What about Find My AirPods?
Yeah, you know what it said? We'll let you know where your AirPods are just as soon as you get connected to them.
Okay, well, I would start with, I was gonna use this cloth, but it's gross. So I would start with an alcohol swab.
No, okay. Thank you very much.
You don't want to?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Now these we stole from our first aid kit.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
So, but these, this actually probably is a very good idea. And you don't want to go past that screen, and you don't want to get moisture inside there. But you can, with your fingernails, just kind of scrub it off.
And then very carefully, if you didn't get, I would maybe use a toothpick.
Gently.
Just kind of, especially, yeah, like in the, inside the speaker. In there. Yeah. Scrape that.
Don't make me laugh. It's hard to do this if I'm jiggling.
I know, that's why I have you doing it. And like I said, you can also, do you want to use my camera to see if, should we take a picture of that?
I don't understand that. You have a close-up in your camera?
Yeah, the 10x zoom on the, let's see.
Okay. You have to get farther away? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours isn't that bad,
No,
actually.
it's like I said, I've only worn them
Yeah.
a
I mean,
couple of
mine
times.
were gross.
Yeah, but you can imagine the earwax is going to collect in there. So you definitely want to clean
So
that.
what has worked best for me, literally I'm getting the earwax out, it saved my AirPods, is Fun Tack.
Don't forget, by the way, that this part gets dirty as well.
Yes, well that's where the Q-tips come in. That's where you can use Q-tips.
Yeah. The case itself, the charging case.
Put alcohol on some Q-tips and you want to clean that in there?
Yeah, because these aren't very old and they're already, it's a little schmutzy inside.
Here, swish
Did
that
you put a
around
little
in there.
alcohol in
Yeah. Go all the way down in there. Get all the way in there. Get in there.
Ooh.
And
wow.
then
Actually, it's amazing. Look at that.
Yeah.
It is there.
Oh,
they
yeah,
are
they are
dirty already. Wow. This is not very old.
Yeah. Then do you want to see the Fun Tack? Do you want to try the Fun Tack?
Is it like a Tic Tac?
No, Fun Tack. Like the sticky stuff.
Oh.
So it will stick, it will adhere to the
It's mounting putty. It's not designed to clean, but it does in fact have that effect.
It'll get the, because you have to get this one too.
Yeah.
And then you just stick it in there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then
it
pulls up the earwax. Pulls it right out of there.
Oh, that's clever. Look at that.
And
that's
yeah,
nice.
you can.
Very good.
So
Fun Tack.
that's, yeah, you're not, these were not as bad as.
No.
Ew.
It looks like some of my brain is on
Yeah,
there.
and I don't know, some of mine, yeah, mine are pretty clean too. So
The problem is they're white, and so any dirt at all, any dust, any earwax is going to really stand out. So it's nice.
Well,
to
yeah,
clean
and
those.
enough earwax, you won't be able to hear them.
So Q-tips, careful. Only do it where the shedding isn't a problem, like the inside of the charging case for your AirPods. Not the AirPods themselves. You don't want to get more fluff in there. Certainly not any of the ports on your phones.
This probably would work in here too if you needed to get.
Yeah, I like that. This is a good idea.
The
this
fun
is
tack,
the fun tack.
That you can buy that at Target, Walmart, wherever.
Yeah.
I don't think Play-Doh is the same thing.
Don't use Play-Doh.
Sticky.
No, please don't use Play-Doh.
So I feel like we've made a mess in this digital cleanse, but I feel like we all are going to go on to live our best lives after this, don't you think?
Well, this is the cleanest copy I've ever read. That is sterile.